Good morning, friends. Welcome, welcome. I'm hopping on just a couple minutes early while we wait for Miss Terry to get finished over in the Create All the Things group. And just going to check in here really quick and make sure that I am live. And we're going to get ready. There, we see somebody popping on. All right. You guys say hello when you pop on. And welcome to the Spring Forward event. I'm excited to be here. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I'm going to wait just a couple minutes before I jump right in so we can make sure we get people on here and we're shared inside the two groups. We are being co-hosted today with the Creating All Things and Craft Around the Clock. And so there are 15 creators. I'm just waiting for Miss Terry Burton from, gosh, I forgot her business name. She is painting the cutest little bunny picture and we're waiting for her to get done. And then I'm going to go ahead and get started. And then after me is Tracy's Crafty Creations. So you should see two links. Good morning, Kathy. You should see two links in the description of my post. And you can join either one of those groups to watch all the creators. There's 15 of us today. Hello, Elaine, watching from Canada. Hello, Tracy and Carolyn. I know there's been some really cute projects already this morning, you guys. So be sure, and I'm going to turn that just a little bit. I hate that little ring in my glasses. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Okay, we are good to go. So ladies, before I get started, I want to let you know that at the end of my live today, I'm going to be auctioning off this kit. It's actually not a kit because I'm painting it. So you're going to get the finished kit. And we're going to start that like the last 3 minutes of the live. So I've already got my iPad over here ready to go when we get to that point. And so be prepared for that so that you don't miss out. Good morning, ladies. Okay, so what we're going to do today, let me grab my other thing. And I'm going to show you this. So what we're going to do today is another bowl filler set. So I have, for Christmas, I did a Christmas bowl filler set and cut it out of the 1/2-inch wood and did the chunkies. You guys went bananas over that kit. And so then I decided that in lieu of the tiered tray, because I don't do the tiered tray thing anymore, I don't have anywhere to put one. Hello, Miss Stephanie and Nadia and Cindy. I don't really have a place to put a tiered tray. And even though I love the idea of it, I just couldn't, I didn't have a place to put it. So, but I do love my bowl of potpourri and on my coffee table and kind of all the things. So, hello, Miss Terry and Jan. And so I did the Christmas bowl fillers. Like I said, you guys went bananas. And then the other day I did the Valentine's Day bowl filler. So today I'm going to do, thank you ladies for sprinkling. So today I'm going to do a spring set, okay? And this will be a kit later. I don't have it listed. I wasn't really kind of ready to do spring yet, so I just kind of jumped right in. But with this kit and this set that I'm painting, you are going to get my cute wonky bunny that I designed last year with a spring. He had a little fence and little flower pots and all the things. And then you're going to get 2 bigger flowers, 3 little flowers, 3 of them, and then 5 little carrots to go in your, oh, thank you, Sherry. It's dirty. I haven't washed it yet today. But thank you. So what you can do whatever you want with these, but I love the idea of the bowl filler. So I like to have something in the middle of my coffee table, and then you can just kind of decorate it up, put little things if you're not big into decorating for the smaller holidays. Hello, Terry Lynn. And so anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started because you guys know that it is really hard for me to finish a project in 45 minutes. So, but one thing I did want to tell you is today, you can choose whether you want the bigger bunny, and he's about 7 inches tall, or the smaller bunny. I know that some people probably have smaller spaces. I'm going to go ahead and do the bigger one. So I love the kind of rustic, primitive, aged look. I'm not really into heavy prim, but I'm going to go ahead and paint this set up to be kind of in that neutral spring color. I'm not going to do like light, bright colors. So I went ahead and base coated all of my pieces this morning to save time. Good morning, Brenda from Maryland. And I guess I should introduce myself. I got kind of off track there. I'm Kimber at The Page Crafting with Kimber. If you are not a follower, I hope you will follow me. I design wood kits and cut them so that you can DIY your own projects. And I also show you how to paint them. So good morning, ladies. Oh gosh, I'm so excited to have you all here. So I hope you'll hit that follow button and join me. So what I was telling you is that I went ahead and base coated all of my pieces. So I used marshmallow for the bunny and the flowers, and I'm going to be doing these, I'm going to be kind of giving these a little bit of color, but they are going to be pretty neutral. Good morning, good morning. So I went ahead, like I said, and base coated all of them. And what we're going to do first is we are going to fleckle these, because you guys know, if you've been following me for a while, move my iPad out of the way. We don't want to fleckle the iPad. I love my fleckles. So some people call it, well, I always call it fleckling, spattering, all the different things. So I'm going to use a toothbrush. And I'm going to fleckle this with some light brown paint. So I'm going to use Toffee and have my toothbrush, get a little bit of water and pouncing that water off. All I'm doing here is dipping my toothbrush in my paint. You guys, and if I miss comments, I promise I will go back and answer any questions. Sometimes I just get so caught up in the questions that I don't want to run over. So I'm going to move my carrots out of the way. I don't want to fleckle them brown, but I'm going to go ahead and fleckle my bunny and my flowers and give them a little bit of fun character here. And then we're going to set those aside and let them dry. They'll dry pretty fast. Let me get a paper towel here. And if you are just hopping on, or if you didn't catch the very beginning, I will be auctioning this off at the end for a young mom who right before Christmas had a stroke. She's the single mom of 3 boys, of 3 children. I shouldn't say boys. And she had a stroke right before Christmas and was new to her job. She had all kinds of life events happening, and so she didn't have any insurance or health care. And so we decided as a group to go ahead and auction off all of our items. Her name is Betsy Boys. That's where I got the boys from. And we are going to give all of the proceeds to our auction to Miss Betsy to help her during this time. So keep that in mind, and know that your donation or your purchase of this kit or this project at the end will go to a really good cause. One thing I also want to show you is that I beveled the edges of my pieces with my Dremel. And so we're going to go and sand some of this off in a little bit, and it will look really nice and primitive. Okay, so for my carrots, I'm going to use that marshmallow. Where to put it? Yes, toasted marshmallow is what it's called. Good morning, Cheryl and Jenny. So I'm going to fleckle these with a little bit of this toasted marshmallow. If I can get a little bit to come out. And then we are going to give these guys a little bit of character. So when you're fleckling, you just want to make sure that you don't have too much water in your brush. I like to find a place on my paper or on my plate, whatever I'm doing, just to make sure that I don't have too much water, or in this case, not enough. The amount of water will determine the size of your fleckles. There we go. Okay. All right. Oh, hello, Sheila. I hope that you will hit that follow button and follow along. Okay, so we are just going to hit this with the hairdryer really quick. Turn on my glue gun so I'm prepared. And I'm just going to dry, this is how I lost my snowman nose the other day, you guys. I'm just going to dry these fleckles to make sure that we don't smear them. Have one wet one up here. This is going to be so cute. I was inspired by a set that I saw on Etsy a while back, and those are made out of fabric. I love the bowl fillers. Okay, so I'm going to take my little sander, my little gator sander here, and I'm going to go around the outside of my pieces where I have beveled those. I probably should have waited to fleckle until I did my sanding. Okay, I'm going to hold this up here. So this just takes a little bit of that paint off around the edges and gives it that kind of aged look that I like. I hope you like it too. And so where I have beveled, it comes off really easy. Alrighty, and then I'm going to do the same thing to my flower pieces. I'm not going to sand them too much. If this was a kit that you were doing, you could sand it to make it as rustic as you wanted. I just kind of want to give it a little bit of fun here. I am loving my new little Dremel tool, and I am not affiliated with them, so I'm giving you my honest opinion. I love it for beveling the edges of my wood pieces. It just gives it so much more character. I know that I'm missing lots of comments, you guys. So if you are new to my page, I appreciate you being here, and I do hope that you will hit that follow button. I go live usually once a week. I'm trying to be better about going live more than once, but you guys keep me so busy filling kits that it is sometimes hard for me. If I post a project, you guys buy it. So, okay, I'm going to move on to my little carrots here. And I'm always amazed. I watch the other ladies craft, and they always are just so calm, cool, and collected with their 45-minute time slot, and I'm over here like scared to death I'm not going to get my project finished. Hi, Mary. So this is one of my favorite techniques to do, is just cut, whoops. So I have also painted both sides of these, you guys, but this is one of my favorite techniques to do, to just kind of give it that little bit of aged look. So I have a top and a bottom for sure. And these are going to be so cute. So cute. So this, this wonky bunny and these wonky carrots I designed last year for a spring kit, and this is the second wonky kit that I had started to design last year. And then I have several wonky things. If you visit my website, craftingwithkimber.com, there is a whole collection called the Wonky Things, and there are a whole lot of fun things in there. We are done with the ice here on the Oregon coast. It is gone. It is gone. Thank goodness. Okay, so we have everything all sanded. I'm just going to kind of hold that up and show you. Let's see, I missed a spot. Some of these are a little bit harder to get into, and I'll probably go back and do them a little bit better. Let me show you the carrots, because they stand up really cute. Isn't that cute? So you see the fleckles, you see the sanding. You know, Tiffany, this was gifted to me by one of my sweet followers. I think that you can get these at Home Depot. I know that you can get the sandpaper there. It's called a Gator Sander, and it is so handy. I love this. Love, love, love. Okay, ladies, I'm not going to do a whole bunch more to these, but I do want to go in with my flowers, and I am going to give them a little tiny bit of pink shading, and I'm going to use a finger dauber, and I have two colors of pink here. And using my inks is my favorite way to shade. I've been painting for like 30 years, and I actually just love to use my inks for shading now because it's so quick and easy. Thank you, Tiffany. So I'm going to go around the outside of my flowers. And this toasted marshmallow paint that I used I accidentally grabbed the all-purpose paint. So it's a little bit on the shiny side, which it's not wanting to take that ink very good. I might move on. Let me see. I don't want it really dark though. So let me see. These are chalk paints. Maybe it'll take my ink a little bit better. And there you go. I'm just barely adding a little bit of color to the edges of my flowers. Just a tiny bit. And I just go all the way around just to give them a little bit of spring. I want them to be really neutral, but we do want them to be a little bit on the spring side. So if you were going to purchase this kit, which it's not listed yet, ladies, you got your Gator on Amazon. Good to know. Like I said, mine was gifted to me, and so I don't know where she picked that up. They are sure handy though, sure handy. Okay. I almost thought about maybe doing a couple of these flowers in yellow as well, but I think I'm just going to stick with pink. The nice, easy spring colors to go with our little bunny. Perfect. Okay, so all of our flowers are shaded. And now I'm going to come in with, I love my little Dewdrop inks. And I'm going to use, this is called Gingerbread. And I think this is the brown that I want to use. These are by Dewdrop. I ordered, whoops, that's a lot of ink there. So I'm just going to kind of offload it on my paper. They will be in the shop, you guys. If you are new here though, I rarely ever do finished product. Because I just could never keep up with that. So like I said, I design the kits and I do a video to show you how to paint them, and then you can paint your own. And I always do everything really simple. So they're not hard. I like to make it easy for you so that you feel like you can, oh my gosh, this is going to be so stinking cute, so that you can create your own projects. All right, so I used the gingerbread. Look at him already, you guys. He's so cute. Can you see the shading on him? Sometimes it doesn't look as good on camera. Then for our carrots, I'm going to go in with Rich Cocoa, and I'm going to do the same thing. I just want those a little bit darker. So I'm going to go around the edges of my carrots. Now you could shade these with a little bit darker orange if you wanted to. I'm going to do the brown just because, again, I like that rustic. And you don't want to do it super heavy. You just want to do, let's see, if I miss in comments, I see something about the small chalk colors. If that was a question about where you can pick these up, I order mine from one of my wholesale companies, and sometimes I'll have them listed on my site under the craft supplies. I just got a little bit behind with that, you guys, when my mom was sick. But I can definitely try to order some more of those in. Otherwise, you can usually find these at Michael's and probably just about any place that you, I have the wrong side there, that sells the inks. Okay, I'm going to go back. I missed a couple spots on my carrot tops here. So I'm going to just give those a quick sand. And I don't even know if I'm going to do shading on my carrot tops here. I kind of like them the way that they are. But I am going to just do a couple little spaces on my carrots just to give them a little bit more wood showing through. Okay, so can you guys see those? How cute are they? Terry, the Dewdrop inks, if this is what you're asking about, they're by Memento. Sorry, that's backwards. They come in, sometimes they come in like little packs of 4 that will match each other. But totally off top. Oh, you guys, thank you so much for the hair compliments, which is so funny because I was going to get up early and try to wash my hair this morning, and I was like, oh, that's not going to happen. So, all right, ladies, let's see. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do to these for painting and shading. Now, what I want to do is I grabbed some of this polka dot ribbon. And I wasn't sure if this is what I wanted to use, but I think I'm going to. So I got some fat spots here. I'm going to go ahead and use this, and I'm going to run this over my fingers. I ripped this fabric so that I got the fun stringy edges, the frayed edges. And what I'm going to do with this, to tatter this up a little bit, I'm going to take my... I think I'm going to use the gingerbread ink. This is so easy to do. You could coffee stain this if you wanted from cardboard and painted them cute like that. That's a good idea. Okay, I just take my ink, I lay it on top, I don't press hard, and I just pull my fabric through that to give it a little bit of distressed look. Now again, you could coffee stain this if you wanted to, which would make it just as perfect. However, I'm not usually that prepared. I do have some coffee stained, actually it's tea and coffee stained cheesecloth up here. So I'm going to tie this little bow around his neck, and it is just going to be tied in a knot, just to hang down there. All right. And then I do have, like I said, some cheesecloth. I don't know if I have a piece cut that's long enough. So I wanted to share, I'm going to run out of time. I wanted to share with you guys. So I dyed a whole bunch of cheesecloth, and then I was impatient that day and I wanted to use it. So I threw it in the dryer, and I have to tell you that I love the way that it turned out. It kind of shrunk it up so that when you stretch it out, it actually keeps its shape a little bit better and doesn't fray up quite so much, but still gives you that effect that we like. So I just did a whole, like, the entire container of, package. Let me see if that, I thought that I had a piece over here that was long enough, but it's not. So we got to hurry and make one. And Oh, I know I love the 3D wood cutouts too. Okay, so I have my little piece of cheesecloth here, and I'm going to add that to my bow here, and I'm going to tie that, whoops, wrong piece there. Tie that around. I could have tied them together, but sometimes I find that they hang better if I do it this way. All right, super cute, super duper cute. And then for my flowers, I want to keep these relatively simple. So I'm going to, where's those little pieces of cheesecloth? I'm going to take little pieces of cheesecloth here, and I'm just going to tie a knot, and I'm going to put them in the middle of the flowers. And I brought up some little teeny tiny rusty bells, so we're going to get those out of here. And I'm going to do all of them, I think. And I thought I turned on the glue gun, and I did not. So, oh yes I did, it's on. I'm going to do just a tiny bit of glue in the center, place my little cheesecloth knot on there, and put a rusty bell in the center. Let's see, stay on there, little guy. How cute is that? So cute. And then let's do all three of them. More cheesecloth. Okay. And I'll go back and trim those a little bit. So you could use, like I said, I wanted to make this really, really neutral. Teeny tiny bit of glue. But you could use any fabric that you like on these, or you could paint little centers. I just love the idea of the rusty bells. Was inspired again, like I said, by a fabric kit that I saw, and I thought those would be so adorable with my wonky flowers. So little tiny bit of glue. How are we for time? We've got 15 minutes. So I gotta watch the time so that we can get our auction started too. That might need a tiny bit of glue on the bell. I'm telling you, I don't know. Hello, Billy. Oh, thank you, my friend, Painting Crafty. Let's see. Sometimes it's just all those fun, tiny little details that totally make the project. And I'm going to go back and add some cheesecloth to the top of my carrots as well. And then I'm going to show you how we're going to style this. And this kit, except for the bowl, is going to come, I keep saying kit, this project is going to come with all of the things that you see, including the greenery that I'm going to use and the candle. One more little tiny piece of cheesecloth. Do I have one hanging around? How does 45 minutes go by so fast? Okay, so we are going to just tie these on our, I'm going to leave my bunny's face, if I can get to it. I have an idea for his face, but I might have to leave him blank until after the live. I'm not going to do a whole lot. I had an idea for his nose. I thought by having my project all pre-painted that I would be on top of the game. Okay, these are so stinking adorable, you guys. Look at how cute those are. I love them. Okay, so our flowers are done. Now, let's just go ahead and tie. That is too thick. So we are going to cut that down the middle really quick. and we are just going to tie, I'm just going to do 2 because, well, maybe we have time. We'll see. So you could also use raffia for these, for your carrots. You could use some Spanish moss, which I did bring up here. I'm going to tuck in that bowl. That's too little. Anything would be super cute. Isn't that really cute, Sandy? Thank you, Joy and Mary. I just love the stained cheesecloth on so many things. It adds just the right amount of primitive. Okay, so I got my little cheesecloth knots here. And so I'm just going to glue one at the top of every carrot. That one needs a little trim. And a button would be super cute on those as well. Look at how cute those are. So we've got all of our little knots. Here we go. I'm getting glue everywhere. Little trim. So how many of you guys actually have like thank you ladies, I appreciate you, have something on your coffee table that you like to put little bits of seasonal decor in? I don't have a coffee bar. I don't have anywhere to put a tiered tray. So I like to use my coffee table as my little area to decorate. Although I don't know how long that is going to last, because if you guys are followers of my page, you know that I have 2 new baby grandsons. One is, actually, he is 4 months old today, and the other one is almost 2 months. November, December, January, yes. So they are 2 months apart, and probably here pretty soon I'm not going to be able to leave things out on my coffee table. I remember the days. Okay, these are going to be so stinking adorable. I love it already. You do have one on your coffee table with books, lanterns, and a cow skull. I have a little lantern. So, funny story. I don't even know, you guys. I have a little, it is actually a little rectangle tray that sits on my coffee table. And I had it with a lantern and some gingerbread things at Christmas time. And I don't know where I put it. Because I was going to use that today. And it is just gone. It just is gone. Okay, so we have all of our carrots and our flowers and all the things done. So let's give our bunny, I just want to give him a little tiny bit of a face. So one thing I want to do, I can't tell you guys where I got this. This is actually burlap and it is sticky. So I am going to cut a little triangle nose out of this burlap. Hopefully it works. And that is what I'm going to use for his nose. And then I'm going to use some jute here. Is this the fat jute? Actually, I'm going to use, okay, so this is twine. And this twine I got at the feed store, and it is actually like garden twine. I'm going to make myself a little bow here because I want to put, no, I don't. So I'm going to make him some whiskers out of this twine. And I just don't want to run out of time. We got 10 minutes. So in about 5 minutes, you guys, we are, well, about 7 minutes, we are going to start auctioning this off. So if you are interested in this for yourself or as a gift for someone, be ready to go. Let's see. I just ran my ink over those just to give them a little bit of color. And I'm going to trim them up. And we are going to, hopefully I don't mess this up. So I'm going to put, let's see, I'm going to get my little piece of burlap ready. And I don't know, you guys. I don't know if that's going to work. Yeah, it is. Okay. So I'm going to get it ready. Okay. And I'm going to put a tiny drop of hot glue here. Come on, glue gun. Just a tiny drop. It is little. And I'm going to take my whiskers and I'm going to just lay them so that they kind of point outwards. That one is going to need a little bit more. And then we're going to take our little burlap nose here and we're going to press that down. And I'm going to squeeze it into a triangle. Now, one thing that I did forget to do is give him some cheeks. So I'm going to take my stipple brush, and I know I'm missing comments, you guys. I am so sorry. And I'm going to just poke it into my chalk ink here. And you could use paint. And I'm going to lift up those whiskers, and I'm going to give him some cheeks. You could also do this with one of the finger daubers. I'm not sure that I love the nose. We are going to make that nose pink. So I'm going to use my finger dauber here, and I'm going to come over here and just brush that pink on his little nose. And now I think he is much cuter. Okay, so now we need to give him some eyes. So I'm going to use the end of my little brush here, and then we're going to start styling this and getting ready to, I need to turn on my iPad, see what time it is. It is 9:52. So at 9:57 is when we're going to start. So 5 minutes, we're going to start the auction. And I'm going to hold him up. I may add one more whisker to him on each side, so he has 3, but I'll go back and do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my black paint, and I am going to do 2 little dip dot eyes. I can get it out of there. There we go. So a tiny bit of black paint, end of my brush. And I'm just going to come up here and give him right above his nose 2 little, whoops, I got a piece of burlap in there. 2 little eyes. And there we go. He is done. I think he needs a bell. What do you guys think? I think he needs a bell and a tag, which I did bring the tag up, but if I have time, I will put the tag on him. But that's going to take some hand lettering, and that's going to take time. Okay, did I shut the glue gun off? I did. Okay, so he's got a little bell as well. Okay, so here's our cute little bunny with his cute little carrots and his cute little flowers. Now let me show you really quick. I'm going to hit these with the hairdryer just for a second so that they don't smear. Isn't that fun? He needs some pink inside his ears. I think you're right. Actually, let's do that. He had a little heart in the other kit. There we go. So now he has some pink inside his ear. All right, so what I'm going to do is so remember the bowl is not included, but the rest of this is. So I put in my bowl, I have this greenery wreath. So you will get this greenery wreath. You will not get the candle holder. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Hold, please. I brought up this candle holder. So yes, you will get this candle holder. This is a lighted timered candle that will stick down inside here. And you can have your choice. If you win this auction, you can let me know if you prefer to have this white glittery candle or this primitive candle. I think I'm going to go ahead to style this today and give it the primitive one. Now, I also brought up some different greenery that I'm going to poke in here. I shouldn't be using my scissors, but you know. Oh, here's my wire cutters. Sometimes they don't work as well. We are just going to tuck little pieces of greenery in here. Okay, let's talk really quick about the auction that's going to start here in just a minute. It does stand out nicely. I'm just going to tuck some of this in here, you guys. I will send all of it with you, and you'll have to arrange it however you want to arrange it. But I wanted to give it just an extra little pop. But let's talk really quick about the auction. So when you bid, let's see where we are. We have 1 minute before we start bidding, so I'm going to say this really fast. When you bid, I'm going to start the bidding out at $35. When you bid, you want to make sure that you put just an even number. I'm going to say go. Don't bid until I say go. Don't put any dollar signs. Don't put any decimals. Just put the amount. I'm going to start it out at 35. I haven't said go yet. And then when I say stop, that is where it's going to stop. So I'm just going to nestle these little carrots in here. I also brought up some pip berries. Let's put our little bunny right over here in the back. And I'm going to, just for grins and giggles here, I'm going to tuck some raffia and twine behind him to make him stand up. Okay, so you could put this, hello, Sue and Mary Jane. Well, Mary Jane, you are just in time. You could put any other extra greenery type things in here that you wanted to. I'm just going to put, whoops, sorry, ignore my phone. It's my mother-in-law calling. Okay, so I'm just going to tuck these guys in here. And so you will get flowers, carrots, bunny, greenery, candle holder, all the cute little things. Are you guys ready? I'm going to go ahead and start the bidding now. Starting at 35, and I'm going to set my timer, and we're going to go for the rest of the time. So we have 2 minutes. There we go. We have 2 minutes. Okay, so I see Pam at 50. Now remember, the bowl is not included, and if you guys are just hopping on late, remember that this is actually going, the money from this 55 for Sandy. Oh, actually, I see Nadia first for 55. So Nadia has it at 55. So if you want to get this, you need to go a little bit higher. I see Becca for 60. And remember, this is an auction for Miss Betsy Boyes, the mother of 3 who had a stroke right before Christmas. I see Nadia at 65. Oh, thank you guys so much. And we have a couple minutes, like 1 more minute to go. So I see Nadia at 65 is the highest. So greenery, the finished kit, all the candles, the candle holder. I actually have some pip berries over here that I was going to add in that I didn't get a chance to do. So I will send you all kinds of fun things to decorate your bowl. We have 45 seconds left, you guys. Actually, it is 9:59, so I will stop this right at the 10 o'clock mark on my time. So 67 for Miss Sandy and stop. So Miss Sandy has it at 67. Ladies, thank you so very much. I'm going to have to go ahead and stop. Sandy, will you message me your information and then we will get you all set up and you can donate to the GoFundMe and then I will send this to you. So congratulations, Miss Sandy. Thank you, ladies, all for joining me today. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Just refresh your page if you are on Craft Around the Clock or Creating All Things. Or you can visit Miss Tracy's Crafty Creations, and she's the one who's up next. So you guys have a great day, and I will see you next week. You guys have a great weekend. Bye. Whoops. Oh, the GoFundMe is not working. Use PayPal. Okay, we'll get it all figured out, Miss Terry. Thank you.